grinding away at yourself. Stop it and just do.
Are you living up to your potential? Could you be doing more? These are questions we rarely ask ourselves along the day-to-day grind, but we need to change that. I think we can all push ourselves to new limits, especially since we are all young here. My only regret is that I wish I began this journey earlier, but I'm glad to be here now. And speaking of now, it's time for you to find your potential as well. This video is designed to get you motivated and inspired to discover what you can really achieve in your lifetime. The earlier you start, the better off you will be in the future. And trust me, you can do something special right now, if you think hard enough. That's where we'll start, identifying what exactly it is you want to chase. Then I'll highlight tips and methods for planning and how to develop a strong mindset to get the most out of your results. Also, leave any suggestions for future videos in the comments. I would love to hear what you want me to talk about. With that said, let's begin. This is the dawn of our journey, where most people are and sometimes remain at. I don't want to scare you by saying that, but unfortunately, some never make it past the idea stage. But don't be worried. As long as you take action when this video is over, you're well on your way to reaching your potential. Let's dive into this stage. So every once in a while, between school, work, or other responsibilities, you have moments to think. Along your train of thought might come that thing. You know what I'm talking about. It's that one thing that seems impossible, but if you were to achieve it, your life would change forever. The only problem is, right now, it's just an idea, something that pops into your head every now and then. So I ask you, will you take a shot? Will you try that thing you've always thought about but never started? I don't see why you wouldn't take a chance. How could you know if you will fail? You've never even tried in the first place. This much is true. Your dream will stay an idea forever. Yes, forever, unless you make a change. It has to be you, because no one can give you that push you need except yourself. You're on the normal path, and for everyone around you, that's good enough. They see you work hard in school and at that job, and because of that, they won't be the ones to say, you could be doing more. That has to be an internal question, just like figuring out what it is you actually want to chase. Once you realize that target and the fact that you have a chance at achieving it, it's time to plan. I don't want to hear any excuses about time. If you're going to keep defending yourself with, I don't have enough time, then it might be best to click off this video. But if you really want to tap into your potential, keep watching. No matter how busy you are, you have extra time. You do. On top of that, if this dream is something you truly want, you'll find a new level of motivation once you really start to get to work. My biggest advice here would be to actually over-plan your days. Now, this might seem counterproductive, but let me explain. From personal experience, I've noticed that I work harder when I know I have more to do in a given day. On the opposite end, I feel less motivated when I know I don't have much planned. This might not be the case for everyone, but I'm sure there are at least a few people out there who behave the same as me. With that said, over-planning will test your perceived limits. It serves as a never-ending challenge to live up to your potential every day. But you can do it, especially with that newly found desire that I brought up earlier. What's great is that your growing motivation will ripple into everything else you are working on. Tasks that used to be annoying and painful to complete will be easier because you understand how much more you are achieving. I want to be transparent though. This won't be an overnight change. It shouldn't be. See it as a gradual buildup. Start with 30 minutes of doing research, then one day where you spent an hour experimenting and brainstorming. Eventually, you can create a consistent routine which couples your dreams with all the normal things you have on your plate. And of course, we are working for the long term. Think big and plan the path to get there. Of course though, a plan is nothing without actually doing something. So let's finish off by talking about the action phase. In this section, I'm going to talk about how to best learn from your work and results in the process of following your dreams. The main idea I want you to remember is this: whether you succeed at the end is not the most important goal. Rather, it is making sure that you learn from the journey. Why is learning from the process so important? Because you can take those skills and apply them anywhere, whether that be on the next project, in your relationships, or teaching it to someone else. These are lessons that you will carry for the rest of your life. Look, there's no point in me telling you the lessons that I've learned, because remember, this video is about you. The lessons you need will come to you, but only if you take on your dreams. However, I will bring up a universal lesson that I have learned this past year, one that you will definitely learn as well. You can actually feel the change in your life. Again, we're looking at our journey long term, so after the first week, you won't be much different. But I'm telling you, when you're 6, 7, 8 months into your grind, one day you'll realize, wow, I'm really doing this. That is truly one of the best feelings we can have. Before I end this part, I want to leave you with some more advice. Remember, you are going off the normal path, so the road ahead will be difficult to navigate. If it makes you feel any better, you're probably doing more than 90% of the population, so be proud of that. Finally, don't let anyone bring you down and deter you from continuing on. Some people might not understand or be jealous of your hard work, but whatever the case, have tunnel vision and know that most people won't applaud you until the very end. Everything is easy until the action part. Thinking and planning is fun, but when you actually have to start putting in work, that will be where your potential really shines. I want to ask you the same question as I did in the beginning. What do you want out of life? You can ride the normal path forever, or maybe you might want to try out a different way. If the second option intrigues you, start today. Start when you are done watching this video. 15 minutes, that's all you have to do. Let me know what your plans are. I hope you found this video worth your time. Leave any suggestions in the comments, and as always, this has been Dark Horse, and I will see you in the next video.
Let me know.